Hi Charlotte, it's Nana with a special book for you. I know you love Pete the Cat, and this is Pete the Cat's Big Lunch. So let's see what he is going to have for lunch, and you'll have to decide, Charlotte, if it's something you might want for lunch one day. But I don't know. Here comes Pete. It's lunchtime. Pete is ready to eat. He knows it's lunchtime because look what's on his arm. What is that, Charlotte? You're right, it's a watch. Very good. What should Pete eat? So in his head, he's thinking, and in his head, what does this look like to you? Yes, I think it's a sandwich. He's thinking he's going to eat a sandwich. Yes, he wants a sandwich, and he opens the fridge. And let's see what he can find. Let's see if he can find enough things to make a sandwich. Well, first of all, he takes out a loaf of bread, and he finds some yummy fish. So, and he adds tomato and mayonnaise. I started to say potato. Tomato and mayonnaise to his sandwich. But you see how silly Pete the Cat is? He's got the whole loaf of bread and the whole thing of fish and a whole tomato and a jar of mayonnaise. That's not how you make a sandwich, is it, Charlotte? No. Pete looks at his sandwich and he says it's too small. Something's missing. So Pete says, I know what it needs. His sandwich needs an apple. He loves apples. So he puts a whole apple on top of his sandwich. Then he decides his sandwich needs crackers. Crackers are crunchy, and Pete loves crunchy crackers. And so he just pours the crackers on everything. Pete looks at his sandwich, but it's still too small. I think that Pete is silly. Pete is very hungry. I bet his tummy's growling. So he adds a pickle and cheese. He adds an egg and 2 hot dogs. And what is that he adds? You're right, Charlotte. He adds a banana and a whole can of beans. That silly cat. And he just puts it on top of everything else. But he says something is missing. So now he adds ice cream. You and I both love ice cream, Charlotte, but we would put on a sandwich like this. He adds 3 big scoops of ice cream on top of everything else. That crazy cat. But now Pete's sandwich is too big for Pete to eat. So he wonders what to do. And he thinks, and he thinks, and I guess his guitar helps him think. Maybe he's going to play a song while he thinks. And he says, I've got it. He calls all his friends. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Can you count that high? Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Good job. And he asked them to come over. Let's see. Oh, good. Everyone gets to come to Pete's house. They come on skateboards and bicycles, and Pete is at the door waiting for them, and they're all very hungry. Well, that's good. He's got a lot of food. So Pete shows everyone his big lunch. They all sit around the table. Pete says, are you hungry? Pete's sandwich is big enough for everyone. Dig in, says Pete. Pete's sandwich is good. Pete's sandwich is very good. And see how everybody's eating a part of the sandwich? And then Pete's sandwich is all gone. Pete's friends are full. They liked Pete's big lunch. Thanks for lunch, Pete's friends say. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome, says Pete. Sharing is cool. So sometimes you might share your lunch, but I don't think you're going to make a lunch like Pete's. That is just silly. You know how to make a good sandwich, I bet. I hope you like the book. Love you, Charlotte. Bye.